So one of the themes stressed in active parenting is the importance of allowing children to have a voice in their decisions that are affecting their lives. And just as freedom of speech is a basic freedom in our democratic society, a cooperative household has to allow its members that same freedom. So by allowing the children to influence our decisions through respectful discussion, we're actually better able to maintain our parental authority. And knowing that their voices and opinions make a difference is going to build cooperation and responsibility and makes anger and rebellion less likely. And that's going to be true in the family as it is in society at large. And, it's a part of preparing our children to live and participate in the larger world. And there's lots of different types of family meetings out there. So we could have an informal meeting. These are very informal, quick meetings to just make sure to make a decision about something that's affecting the family in the near future. So like in lesson 1, we introduced this type of family meeting to decide on a family enrichment activity. And that was called Taking Time for Fun. In lesson 2, we talked about having a simple family meeting to set a bedtime routine. And then we could have problem prevention talks. And so I introduced this type of meeting in lesson 3 as a method of anticipating and preventing problems before they happen. We could also have character talks. This is in lesson 4. These are discussions aimed at building positive character traits and values in your children. We can have problem-solving meetings using the FLAC method. This type of meeting that I presented in lesson 5 uses the FLAC method in a family meeting format to solve problems owned by parents or children or shared problems. And then we can have family council meetings. This is a more formal type of meeting that operates much like a business meeting. And I'll give you a guide later on to introduce this family council meeting in your family. And if you're not already using some of these types of family meetings in your own family, it's important that you're making the effort to begin as soon as your children are old enough to participate. This is usually around age 7. And in case you're still not convinced, there's some good reasons to hold these meetings. The first one is cooperation. Regular family meetings teach each person in the family that, hey, we're all in the same boat. We're all on board, and everybody on board can share in steering that boat. And the best way to decide how and where to steer it is to share our feelings and opinions until an agreement is reached. It's also about responsibility. Regular participation in family meetings teaches each person in the family to make the best choices that they can make on behalf of the family. After all, everybody is going to have to live with the consequences once the choices are made. And it's also about courage. These meetings are laboratories for individual courage. Each family member is learning how important it is to say what they really think and what they really feel, even if it isn't shared by anybody else. And these meetings provide opportunities for sharing encouragement. And it's also about mutual respect. These meetings are governed by one overriding rule that everybody has to treat each other with respect. And that means everything from listening while others are talking to not putting down anyone's ideas, feelings, or personality. And then also, lastly, but importantly, it's about self-esteem. When children see their ideas valued and their participation welcomed, they think well of themselves. And this self-esteem can carry over into other aspects of their lives. And that these 5 qualities are the same character traits that I said were essential for other children to survive and thrive in the kind of society in which we live. It's no coincidence. The society in which they are going to live is most likely going to be democratic. Our purpose as parents, once again, is to prepare them to live successfully within that. And so family meetings just help to prepare our children to be involved citizens and contributing members of their communities.